Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said a few times that Zelensky or Yermak or Mihal or Reznikov, when things will get bad in Ukraine, and they will just, leave the ship. They will just bye-bye. And I said many times that there are three options where I think you will find the three or the four of these guys, actually, the four of them, the four little pigs. And I said, first one could be London, because usually that's where they go from Russia. The second one would be Israel. And the third one could be the United States of America. It's not going to be Paris, it's not going to Berlin, it's not going to be Berlin, it's not going to be Belize, it's not going to be Tahiti. As I said, London, Israel, or United States of America. And I based my, my statements on previous examples. And that is, if you look at the Russian oligarchs, you will find out that a lot of them have a certain kind of ethnic, to put it mildly, composition. And a lot of them fled to the countries I mentioned. And a lot of them fled to Israel. Now, I said, well, it's very possible that Zelensky might go over there too, in case he's getting close to be, unless the Americans are going to get him into the United States of America. But nevertheless, I have here Putin, who reinforces my, my gut feeling based on evidence and on pattern, and he is going to blast a tycoon who fled to Israel. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just merely exposing or giving you facts. I'm not making any assumptions about anything. It's just something that I observe it happened. Because for instance, from Russia, I haven't seen Romanians living and fleeing to Romania, United States, and London. You know what I mean? So I haven't seen, let's say, people of a certain kind of other stripes. Remember where Abramovich ended up? Again, just to mention off the top of my head, in London. He got Chelsea and so on. He comes to Russia from time to time, it seems like, no? But there are others who died in London of the same kind of, but they never came back. They were safe where they were. So let me show you this little short article which is this one, actually. It comes from Russia Today. Putin blasts tycoon who fled to Israel. Nothing wrong with that. They have their own hanky-panky. The Russian president suggested that Anatoly Chubais has not excelled as head of state-funded Rusnano. So state-funded Rusnano. Russian President Vladimir Putin has suggested the former head of the state-funded Rusnano Corporation, Anatoly Chubais, may have relocated to Israel due to fears of legal consequences over financial irregularities. That means Israel would not extradite. That's why he's over there, right? Speaking at the Eastern Economic Forum in Vladivostok on Tuesday, Putin said he had been shown a photo of Chubais, and I'm quoting, where he is no longer Anatoly Borisovich, but Moisha Israelievich, living somewhere over there, end quote, he said. And I'm quoting again, Putin, what is he doing this for? I don't understand. Why did he flee? End quote, the president asked rhetorically. He suggested Chubais' reason for leaving revolved around an alleged, quote unquote, huge financial hole. So he took the money and left. At Rusnano, the company he headed for 12 years, Putin noted that there are currently no criminal cases related to alleged financial irregularities, but that perhaps Chubais was concerned that some could emerge. And I'm quoting, the businessman, I'm quoting, clearly didn't excel at the helm of a big company that was created by to foster nanotechnology, at least from an economic and financial perspective, Putin said. Let's make this a bit bigger. All right. And it says here that down here, Putin also pointed the finger at the co-founder of Russian tech giant Yandex, Arkady Volozy, who has lived in Israel since 2015 and has not visited Russia since the conflict with Ukraine broke out. The Russian leader said that while people have the right to take up residence wherever they please, they should have respect for the country where they made a name for themselves. Putin described Voloz as a talented man and wished him well, despite a tech entrepreneurs last month criticizing Moscow's actions in Ukraine. The president added, however, that if a person had received their education and achieved success in Russia, and I'm quoting, they should have a sense of conscience towards the country that gave them everything, end quote. Well, he's missing something. Putin is missing it. He talks about the country. Well, the country. All right. Anyway, my friend, I'm not going to go deeper than that. Just saying. So it seems like he comes in one article with two examples. Both of them left to Israel. Which, it's fine with me. I mean, no, they go to the Holy Land and they go over there and the Jewish state and so on. But I think Netanyahu has some other ideas at this point. They're all against Bibi. So, my friends, again, I continue to, I don't know, have a gut feeling that the persons mentioned earlier in this video could possibly end up there if their bodyguards are not them first at an order. Now, boom. I hope not. I hope they are just brought to justice. That's what I hope. And justice, I want the justice to be unlike the justice from the Nuremberg trials. I want justice, I know you can't reach the level of justice from the Nuremberg trials. Therefore, I want justice as justice, almost as close as Nuremberg trials. I'm not talking about the outcome, just the process. If you're not familiar with that, I could recommend you a good book, but it's very, very politically incorrect. So, anyway, it's titled Nuremberg. I think the last battle, last fight, or the last battle, something like this, and written by a guy called David, first name, and last name, you figured it out. All right. He was also the author of the book Dresden. Now you know everything. What the fuck? He's a bad dude anyway. We don't promote these kind of people. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.